You are tuned into the Let's Be Honest podcast. And I am your humble host, Big Bro Tone. And as usual, I'm excited to be here because I love doing this podcast and shit. So it's been an extremely interesting week, I'd like to call it. In the rap game, politics, it's just been an all around interesting week. Music, rap battles, I guess you would call it, or rap sparring, friendly competition. It's just been an extremely interesting week, and I got a lot that I want to cover. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Now, most of the shit, 50-50 of the shit is good and bad news. You know what I mean? But, some niggas just gotta stay out of trouble, man. This is just keeping it 100 with you. And, sometimes trouble find niggas, but this was a situation that I believe this artist could have avoided. So, PnB Rock. Now, everybody that know PnB Rock, born and raised from Philly, you know what I mean? Dope artist. PnB Rock most definitely is one of the most well-known artists coming out of Philly, that is out of Philly. Dope projects, going through the motions, catch these vibes. The R&B tapes. I think R&B 4 is on the way. But prefacing what I'm about to say with all that, PnB Rock got booked, y'all. PnB got booked, and for something stupid as hell. So essentially, PnB got booked and got charged with carrying 4 pounds, not carrying, but they found 4 pounds of marijuana, scales, packaging material, and over $33,000 in cash in the stolen Glock 40. And I read all this. This is all in the article. This is what the cops say they found. But apparently the story goes as PnB, I guess, had a home in Ben Salem, and I guess it was noise complaints or residents were complaining about the house, and cops finally had the opportunity to go in, and they found what they found, and it was just a crazy situation, I guess, from there. I hope PnB know you can sell weed legally now, right? And I'm just being honest, I gotta get my jokes off. Like, why is niggas still getting booked for weed? Now, I know the justice system is the justice system, but you can't make it easy for niggas, man. You can't make it easy. You gotta just move different. And you just all the way around, they got you from all angles. They got a weapon, allegedly. This is all information I don't know personally that I read through articles. $33,000 in cash on you. Are you a rapper? I'll let you slide with that shit. But still, all that bud, bro. That wasn't really. That situation could have definitely been avoided, in my opinion. I wasn't there, nor would I ever really expect to see myself in that kind of situation. I'm a firm believer in, as your money grow, you gotta grow as a human being, as a person. You can't keep a certain mindset when you reach a certain level or certain status, in your career or in your life. And people are not perfect. We're human at the end of the day. But nonetheless, you gotta just know how to move just a little differently, man. Especially when you're in the limelight, you somebody at PnB Rock caliber, they looking for a reason to stop somebody like PnB Rock. You feel me? So, PnB just gotta just be a little bit smarter than that. That's all. Hold your head, PnB. I think a chick got booked with him too. I don't even know, but nonetheless, hold your head, PnB. Philly holding you down for sure. You gotta make it through the situation. It's definitely a sticky situation, but Philly always got your back. Just hold your head up, and we definitely do believe in redemption, my nigga. So PnB salute you on that. Moving on though. Niggas just, in this situation, different because they just after my man Breezy. So, make a long story short, Breezy out in Paris, they with a bunch of girls. One of them tried to claim that Breezy and the crew raped her. Now, as soon as I read this story on TMZ, because TMZ stayed with the hot shit. As soon as I read this story, I thought to myself, nah, this don't sound right. Now, let me say this. I'm not against shaming the victim. I'm not against none of that shit. But this situation was definitely not that situation at all. It was not what it was led to believe. Police even said it was holes in Shorty's story. Like, she was trying to just get a quick money grab, clearly. But Chris Brown fought it. He knew he was innocent. He made it very clear, posted on Instagram, just saying he didn't do it, just making it real clear where he stood on the situation. And he even decided to stay in Paris, even after the fact, just to make sure that they knew he wasn't running from nothing. He was going to handle the situation until it got handled. And I respect Breezy for that. That's definitely a smart move. Because what you running from? If he would have decided to fly out right after the fact, it would have looked real suspicious. But I'm glad he didn't, though, because there was no need. He didn't do anything. Cops let him out. Cops even apologized, so they say. They look at Breezy like an easy target. I know they do. Judging from Chris Brown past, what he's capable of, so they say, he seems like an easy target, for slander and defamation and, just crime. But in my opinion, I feel like Chris Brown been trying to really lay low and focus on the art and focus on the music. That's what I think. He's always delivered with the music. You know what I mean? Leave Breezy alone. You're not getting nowhere with that shit. Like, I really think, and just to add to the story, Breezy is countersuing her or suing her for defamation, as he should. Because if I'm accused by somebody of rape or anything of that nature, and I know I didn't do it, and you know I didn't do it, and you lying on me, and it come clean that I didn't do anything, and it was well known that I didn't do anything, I'm coming back at you with full force. That's not thorough. That's not cool. You literally ruining someone's, not only their image, but their life, their character, everything they've built on a lie, just so you can have a quick come up. Not thorough. And that's why I hope Breezy gets somewhere with this countersuit, because Lord knows how many people have been falsely accused of any sexual misconduct, and they had to do major time and couldn't fight it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not taking nothing away from people that actually do that nut shit. It's like sexual misconduct, sexual molestation, pedophiles, rapists, they all should die. But if this is not that and you're lying, you gotta understand the magnitude of what you've done, and you need to reap the consequences of that. I do agree on that. That's all I'm saying. And I really do hope Chris Brown gets somewhere in this case. I really do. The moment I heard this shit, I knew it was cat. I knew it was. But when I heard about hearing the Chris Brown stuff just threw me off so crazy. You go on YouTube and you just try to hear different perspectives of it, and different analysts in the rap game, see what they got to say. It's I just can't believe she even really tried to lie. And the story just sounded so weird. It sounded so weird. But 21 Savage, he came out with a documentary with DJ Akademiks. I guess like a series. It's called A Mile in My Shoes. Episode 1, 21 Savage. So essentially, Akademiks links up with 21 Savage in his hood, Glenwood, and ATL. And links up with him just to, chilling his neck of the woods, get a feel for how he grew up, hear stories from him. And that was I really salute Akademiks for really increasing his brand. I peeped the slight brand expansion. I don't want to call it a brand shift, but I definitely peeped the slight brand expansion. He wanted to do a little bit more deep dives, things is more personal, things a little more, take it more serious. And I respect Akademiks for that. But getting into the first episode with 21 Savage, 21 Savage just speaks on, so many things that molded him into the person he is today. One of the key things I think that caught my ear throughout the whole thing was 21 said he always knew he wanted to be a street nigga. Like, that was his dream. That was like his goal. That's what he wanted to do. It was nothing else besides that. And that's what he knew. And his mom knew that too. And his mom could only do but so much to try to guide him, but he knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to be in the streets. So, like, in saying all that, he shared so many stories from his past that made him into the person he is today. It was so dope. It was so dope. I think it's a dope thing to see 21 Savage literally growing as an artist and just moving the way he moves. Everybody know he stopped wearing jewelry and shit. 21 is just an artist that I feel like he surpassed expectations and surpassed what people have even, I guess, expected from him. Well, it's just, he and the music is good. Like this new album he came out with recently, I'm Greater Than I Was. That album is really, really hot. Like, he really did his thing. He took himself to another level lyrically. He took himself to another level, production wise, and choosing his production. This one sounded more sonically complete than it's an album. Not taking nothing away from it, but I just feel like this project seemed more personal for 21. He dug real deep on this one. And the cover art's hot too. The cover art real tough. I might get that shit on the t-shirt. I really just might. "21 Savage is going to be a pillar artist from Atlanta for years to come. He's definitely one of the hottest, coming out of Atlanta, Georgia right now. But moving on, I mentioned a lot of music dropped too. A lot of music that sparked a little controversy, a lot of music that garnered so much attention. So, I'm gonna start with J. Cole dropping Middle Child. I'm gonna assume one of the first singles off of either the Dreamville album that's gonna come out or his new album that's gonna come out. But he dropped that joint. Production from T-. He did Swimming Pools. He did March 14th off of Scorpion. What else did he do? He did I'm On One, Moment for Life. T-, he's been around the game. So, and he's from Canada. So I believe he makes a lot of music with Drake. He's behind a lot of Drake's hits. Grammy nominated and winner as well. So Cole got some weight on the production. The beat is hot. So as far as content, Cole popping his shit. It's real simple. Cole is on the tear right now, and Cole is not stopping for nobody. He really not stopping for nobody. Cole is like, I've sat back, and this is me speaking from his perspective. This is what I'm thinking he's thinking. I've sat back so long and let y'all niggas just do y'all thing. I'm about to start fucking up all y'all beats. That's what this nigga thinking right now. He even said it on Twitter a while back around the time KOD dropped. He said, "Please, producer, send me all beats. Send me all beats." So he even been hopping on artists that's unconventional for him. Moneybagg Yo. He was on Black's album. He's doing a lot right now, expanding his reach. So this is really going to be a dope year for not only him but for Dreamville, because when you think back on the people he has on Son of Dreamville, JID, Bass, I believe Earth Gang. I could be wrong. But JID especially. JID dropped DiCaprio 2, and that shit off the Zoinkys. Come on, man. Off the Zoinkys. JID is really going to solidify himself as one of the top lyricists soon to come. Not just out of Atlanta, but in the rap game. And he young too. I think if he not around my age, he younger than me, I assume. But nonetheless, J. Cole's been recruiting, building his roster. And the same goes for TDE and Kendrick Lamar. They've really been solidifying the roster. Like recently, they actually just officially signed Zakari. If you don't know Zakari, he was on the song. He was on the album Damn and the Black Panther album. If you haven't heard, if you don't know, he was on what's the joint? I wanna be with you, love me. That joint off Damn. He was on that song. Vocals are amazing. That was a dope pickup for them, and I think they're gonna make so much music, so much amazing music together. Just him with SZA, and then you got Kendrick. Like, it's so many eclectic sounds over there, and they really are rounding themselves off to be a true Voltron. And like when it comes to these rap labels, these rap crews. See, I want to throw Drake in there. Drake has a roster of his own, especially producers. But my problem with Drake, as far as like the team, is I feel like he doesn't give his artists the true opportunity to shine. I feel like they get their writers credits maybe, but I just feel like they should be getting way more exposure. Like that Division album that came out in 2017, that album should be getting way more exposure. It came out late 2017, I believe December or November. That album should have got way more exposure. Should be considered for a Grammy. Should have at the time. Roy Woods. He had Party Next Door. I feel like Party Next Door just been chilling too long. The OVO camp I feel like it's just too top heavy. When I say top heavy, I mean like Drake is the head and everything else is just like it's very non-existent as far as promotion and exposure and just being a complete team and just putting like just giving the artist the true platform to grow. The music is there, but I feel like they don't have the strongest push. That's just my opinion. And, respectively, in regards to TDE and, I said TDE. And, Dreamville, Bass came out with his project. J. Cole's finally, not finally, but he's starting to push his artists more. So it's very interesting to see where the top three guys in the rap game and their teams collectively go and become. That's going to be something to really behold. But J. Cole, most definitely, on that song Middle Child, he talking his shit. He's saying very, very clearly that, hey, listen, I respect all the legends that have done this. I got you, but I'm coming for this top shit. And I agree. You should be going for the top spot. Why shouldn't you? If we consider you to be in that top three, if we consider you to be that guy, you need to be that guy. It's just that simple. Kendrick, the top guys to me right now are Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. No particular order. But for me, Kendrick will always be number one. And J. Cole, well, actually, fuck it is a particular order. Kendrick number one, J. Cole number two, Drake number three. For me, personally, that's my opinion. Everybody else, you know, could say what the fuck they want to say. But nonetheless, those 3 guys, they're solidifying their camps for sure. And this shit is gonna be real interesting in the future. Just to see how, you know, the lyrical sparring progresses. Now, Cole said in the song, why can't multiple legends exist at the same time? You know, he didn't say it like that, but you know, he essentially said those things. And he's right. People can be legends in the same era. They can exist at the same time. But hey, listen, I don't know about you, but I'm trying to be the best. If I'm a rapper, you know what I'm saying? If I'm those guys. And Kendrick, I feel like he made it very clear where he stand with this shit. He coming for next. That's simple. It's just that simple. I'm a firm believer in competition. I'm a firm believer in, you know, sparring and just making sure people know where you stand. I'm always with camaraderie and working together. That's dope too. But at the same time, this is rap. This is a contact sport. This needs to be treated as such. You know, we could be cool off the court, but when this shit get nitty gritty, when the album come out, you know, I want y'all to know I'm putting these bars down. And that's what I respect about a lot of, you know, some of my favorite rappers. That's what they do. Like Styles P. You know, this is me kind of branching off, but Styles P had a hell of a 2018. Dropped 3 projects. Just lyrical exhibition after exhibition. So that's some things I like to hear. And I like my favorite artists to do the same thing and just hold their own, especially on records, you know, and on features as well. And that's what a lot of these guys tend to do very, very well. Very, very well. You know, shifting back to middle child, J. Cole took shots at Ye again, of course. Yeah, that's to be expected at this point. Ye been on some shit, so you know Cole gonna check him. You know, mentioning the fact that he been trying to sell sneakers this whole time, and then it's been fake trolling. It's not cool. And we used to look up to you, nigga. We used to try to be you, but now we just lost you. And you're right. Kanye been on some shit. I can't endorse that nigga no more. Far from that. Moving on to another lyrical exhibition. Don Q goes at Tory Lanez. We all know why. Tory Lanez has simply just been talking his shit as always, popping shit at every rapper, saying, listen, ain't nobody gonna check me. Don't say shit, telling niggas to, you know, just go crazy. Like, so Don Q had to respond. And I agree with Don Q responding. He should have responded. And, you know, if y'all can remember, Tory Lanez was accused of taking Don Q's lines at his Funk Flex freestyle. It just so happened Don Q freestyled before him. Not the same day, but just at a different date before him though. So people knew the bar exactly. People was like, yo, that's crazy. And Don Q said on the disc, he checked him about that backstage. So, you know, I haven't heard Tory Lanez come back yet. I don't know if Tory Lanez is gonna fall back. That's not like Tory Lanez. She a confident ass motherfucker. So I expect Tory Lanez to jump back in the booth and say something to Don Q. But right now, Don Q, he dropped some hot shit, and you know you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. I don't think it's nothing wrong with what Tory Lanez is doing, but you know, after a certain point, it's like, all right, nigga, like. Who you gonna rap? We gonna out rap everybody, bro. Cause Tory Lanez can rap. Don't get it twisted. Tory Lanez is not no slouch. He can rap, but in my humble opinion, I just feel like he just rap fast. Like, after a certain point, what is he saying? I like Tory Lanez though. I like Tory Lanez's music, but I feel like he could just rap fast very well. You know what I mean? That's all. A lot of metaphors. You know, he's dope, but you know, I think Don Q is just a different type of rapper. You know, I wouldn't even compare them, to be honest with you. I guess that's why Don Q telling these R&B niggas to sit the fuck down. Man, I don't know. I respect Tory as a rapper for sure though. I respect Don Q as a rapper too. I feel like Don Q has more of a lyrical catalog though. You can't go against his catalog. Don Seasons 1 and 2. Don Talk. One of my favorite songs with him is with Pusha T on that song. I forget what it's called though. And it's so funny. Tory took a little jab at Pusha T a while back. It's just funny how like things just come full circle in a little way. So, like Tory, like it's Tory Lanez. I admire, like, one thing I can say I love about Tory Lanez, that nigga confident as hell. And when you got that type of confidence, you can't be knocked off your hill. You really can't. Like, I wish I was that confident. His level of confidence just supersedes normalcy. I respect it though. I most definitely respect it though. Same with Dom Q. Very confident in his ability. Very, very confident. So it's going to be exciting to see where this goes. It's going to be extremely, extremely exciting. Moving on, and this is one of my favorite topics that I'm going to cover today. And you know, let me I'm going to preface it with this. Meek Mill, I am so proud of this black man. I really am. Meek Mill has done so many things to get to this point in his life, and I feel like you can't be against this man. He's doing all the right things and has been doing all the right things and just been taken advantage of by our justice system and been held hostage. And he's held his head high throughout the entire process. And Meek Mill has just been a soldier, not only for himself but just for his people and his family, and just putting out amazing music at the same time that not only, you know, caters to the base, but, you know, covers all the nuances of just being a black man in America and living in Philly and, you know, just where we're from. And, you know, Meek has just been a pillar for the city. And saying all that, Meek and Jay-Z decided to link up and launch the Reform Alliance, which is a new criminal justice reform organization. That's dope as hell. That's dope as hell. All the founder partners have pledged approximately $50 million collectively amongst each other. That's insane. I think this is huge. This is huge. Not only for black people, you know, but just for Meek Mill's brand. And the most important thing is the purpose of the organization. But as a side note, you can't ignore the fact that this is going to help his case in winning his upcoming, you know, trial, because he's out on probation. I mean, not probation. He's out on bail right now still. You know, don't forget that. So he's doing all the right things. You know, this organization is just going to be. This is such a huge deal. They put so much money behind it. It's like, what else can? How like, it can't be no bigger. When you put $50 million behind something, oh no, this is going to spark change. Founding partners include Michael Rubin, owner of the 76ers, Robert Kraft, you know, he's the owner of the Patriots, Clara Wusai, who is one of the owners for the Brooklyn Nets, Robert F. Smith, he's one of the founders of Vista Equity Partners, Michael E. Novogratz, the founder of Galaxy Digital, and Daniel S. Loeb, the founder of Third Point LLC.